Hey, what it do? What the business is?
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Blue.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on social media.
Absolutely, man. And I am Spike Lou on all of those same social sites. Holla at your boy AB. How you feeling out there?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Had a very productive weekend. Went and saw Yo Boy do stand-up.
Hmm. Ti,
Yep.
I saw the clip we had from City Winery. How was it?
He was at City Winery and he was the headliner. We're gonna put air quotes. And he
Mm.
got his little
The
ha-ha
air
box.
quotes is nasty.
Headliner. Uh he got some more work to do. He got to go back in the lab. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, you weren't fucking with him.
It was mid. It was mid.
What?
All three of his openers were barbecuing him.
Everybody
Bar
was funnier than he was.
facts.
Oh
And he
man.
had some decent material and like because he was joking like with his wife and stuff. Like he's got hella material, obviously. We know this.
She
And he
was
was
in the
joking.
crowd or he was just talking about
Nah. He was just talking about him.
it?
He was just he had one of his bits was about making sure you marry the right person.
Yeah,
And because he was talking about how he got on her before he was on.
facts.
And he was talking about how she rode no scrubs and how he was he seen her and hollered at her from his homeboy's ride, the passenger side of my homeboy's ride. Nigga, I hollered at a nigga fucking and it worked. And he said,
Oh,
and now
that's funny.
she said this motherfucker done hit for 70 million. I said, God damn, make sure you choose the right one. All that was funny, but he just got to get the timing down though. But it was funny.
Mm.
But he
I,
he
I
got
respect that.
he got some
Would
work
you
to
go
do.
see him? Would you go see him again in stand up if it was like, oh, this
No,
is Ti?
no.
Which
One and done.
what what will you have to see? Like a
Because he was
stand
on
up?
he
Because
was
he
on
been on a
Comic
lot of
View.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on Comic View, and it was Comic View was better than this right here. What I saw the other night, but he need to
Mm,
either he can bring back performing songs and stop doing comedy,
that's
or
funny.
or stop altogether, both of them, because this ain't it for
Was
now.
it packed? Was it
It was a
packed?
good crowd. It was a good crowd in there. But we was at City
Okay.
Winery, and he had two shows back to back.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. I went to Nashville this weekend. So shout out to Nashville, man. Had fun. Went to the soccer stadium. I can't even pronounce the name of the field, but
Oh
we
yeah.
seen the US national team. The USA team faced Iceland, I believe. I learned
Okay.
recently that my cousin played for the US national team. So
Oh, that's hard.
that was really dope. Yeah, getting to see her and talk to the fans and shit like that was really cool, man. Like
Did
it's funny that well,
I was
go
gonna say,
ahead.
did you see my statue out front in the
No,
city
I
when you
didn't
pulled in the
see
city?
didn't see that. No,
You didn't
didn't
see
see
that?
that at all.
That's
They
crazy.
ain't put
It's
that up
there.
yet. It may be there at some point, but they ain't put that up there yet. It was funny to just see how like just going back and just rekindling with your family and all of us not connecting and getting connected because this was our cousin. It was funny. Like family is fun, one of the funniest things in the world.
It is. That is a
But that ain't why
fact.
they tuned in. AB.
Yeah, man. Let's get to it, man. We got an action-packed episode. We have a new Kamala Harris tribute song. We'll fill you
Mm,
in on which rapper came out with that. Will this be the new "My President Is Black"? We'll
mm.
see. The Clips just signed a brand new record deal with a major label. We'll talk if that was a good idea or not. And this rapper turned down three M's to show up at a Trump event. We're going to talk about who that was as well. But first, before we get to the big headline, first we got to say rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent, the legendary New York producer and sneakerhead, lost his battle with colon cancer. He was only 58 years old. They say he had been battling it for about 2 or 3 years. He leaves behind a wife, a son, and a daughter. So much respect to DJ Clark Kent. I know him more from the rap shit, obviously, but he's huge into sneakers. And so I was fucking with him on that. Collection is ridiculous. He always had the heat. So definitely much respect to DJ Clark Kent.
Absolutely, man. RIP to Clark Kent. Condolences to his friends and family. What I'll say here is, when we met him down at Revolt, very
Oh
cool
yeah.
dude. Sit at the bar, talk to us, had a couple drinks together. It was really cool. Like he wasn't on no Hollywood shit at all. Picked our brains, what we knew about podcasts, and we got to pick his brain on just to being a connoisseur of the rap. in hip hop genre. So that was really dope. I'll always remember him for that. I think he even took a couple pictures. I don't know if we still got them or whatnot, but he was a
Mhm.
really cool dude when we met him, man.
Nah, most definitely, man. Condolences. Let's
Right.
get to the headlines, dog. Huge, big news coming out of Chicago, or well, Florida, by way of
Mm,
Chicago. Little Durk,
mm,
Little Durk, 32 years old. I didn't realize he was that young still. I guess that makes
mm,
sense. He was arrested, picked up by the feds in Florida. Five other men and associated with him, his Only the Family label, were also picked up as co-conspirators to a murder for hire plot in 2022 involving Quando Rondo. Of course, we all know the story. King Von, who is actually a blood relative to Lil Durk, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's his cousin. I'm not sure. Somebody double check me on that. But of course, Quando Rondo was involved in the King Von murder, not directly, but his associate. And so apparently there's been something on his head ever since. That all came to a head in Beverly Hills when he got the shooting. They missed him and hit the person that was with him that subsequently died. The feds are saying that Dirk put the call in for that. There's a lot of details out there about the OTF credit cards, OTF affiliated credit cards being used and for booking the hotels and the flights of those that they picked up. And Dirk was also picked up in Florida with 3 flights booked out the country at the same time. So they picked him up. My question to you is simple. We asked this question when Young Thug got picked up. We both said it was over. Now that's
hmm
looking less the case the more and more it goes on. With that being said, based off what we know, is it over for Lil Durk?
mm. That's a really good question, AB. It seems different from the Young Thug situations because of the dude with the wire. They had the dude that
Allegedly, I don't
spilled
know if
the
that's been
sign.
confirmed though.
That's not been
I don't
confirmed.
know if that's
That
been
like the
confirmed.
dude has been wearing the wire for 2 years. It's not confirmed.
That's not. I don't think that's been confirmed, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's the most demeaning piece of the case to me. If they got somebody that was wearing a wire and got all this shit on tape, then like it's over. It's a wrap. The difference between this and the Young Thug case, the people who were testifying, the YSL, Woody's, and whoever it may be, it don't seem like that they were standing on their testimony. It
Mm,
seems like if we got this dude who was wearing a wire, who was dead 15 years and he's out for 2 and been wearing a wire for 2 years, if they got this nigga, then it seems like a little more open and shut case. And I would compare it more to Yo Gotti's case, excuse me, not Yo Gotti's, the people that killed Dolph case in connection with Juke
yeah,
versus the Young Thug case. Because the Young Thug case, we were, like you said, it was a rap. We were talking about it. We knew how we suspected how YSL was moving around down here
yeah.
and how it looked like a gang and how that could be an easy case to make. Yes, that's speculation. With Dirk shit, they're hiring him on a direct like
There's a
murder
body.
for hire. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a body.
yeah,
Comparing it to the Yo Gotti case, in addition to there being a body, there's money that was
yeah.
being paid. There are credit cards that were being used. It seems like this may be a no-win situation for Dirk unless, and I hate to say this, like unless if there's someone for him to tell on. But if we talking about Dirk not going to jail, like I don't see that, especially with the charges that were put up against him because these are Fed charges. It's not state charge. It's not some bullshit. Like the feds have like the 90 something percent conviction rate. If they got this far with you, they can convict their case. And it seems as if with all the information that we have now that it's ugly for him out here. And I wonder, and I'm sure we'll talk about this once you give your point of view, the preventative measures that could have been taken for this not to happen. Like, I know they were there for Dirk, but I wonder how he did not see them.
Yeah.
When you,
So that's one big difference too in between the cases. The Young Thug case is a state case,
yes.
and this one is a federal case. Um, he's going to be arraigned in L.A. quote in the coming weeks, however long that is,
Mm.
bro. uh, so minus the wire thing, because again, I've seen a lot of internet rumors, but that hasn't been confirmed in any like actual news report. So just
It
just
hadn't,
minus that.
it, when you say hadn't been confirmed, you're talking about the dude that was wearing it or that there
Yeah,
was a wire.
the dude that was wearing it.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
I haven't seen that in an actual other than outside of a meme on Instagram. I haven't seen that. You can look up. I looked up
Mm,
5, 6 articles.
mm,
So that's the only reason I say that. But bro, this might be one of the biggest career fumbles that we've seen
mm.
in a while. Dirk was on his second chance at a rap life. Remember, he blew up during that whole Chicago wave with Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Mouse, and all the drill wave. It was the hot wave. And where are any of them people I just named, dude? We haven't
Mm.
seen or heard from them. You'll hear from Chief Keef
Chief Keef still around?
every blue moon. He hasn't had a hit since that wave though, but he'll
Mm,
pop up every once in a while. He moved to LA, nigga, and got the fuck out of it and stayed low. Dirk disappeared too. And then he moved to Atlanta and grew out dreads and put the Atlanta kit on, linked up with Drake. And then that was linked up with Thug and the Future and the Atlanta niggas. And then he got back popping again. And to go from possibly being one and done, kind of similar to how the Houston scene did. The Houston scene was super hot, and then niggas kind of fell back in terms of being prominent as they were when they were on fire. Bro, this nigga had the number one joint with Drake. Then he doubled back and got the Grammy nominated song with Cole. That was not in the cards when he first came out, bro. Like,
okay.
trust me, you can look at these niggas and be like, oh, these niggas is out. These niggas is from here. Like, these niggas is
Yeah.
in the mud
He
for
had
real.
an album with Lil Baby.
Had the project with Lil Baby,
Yeah.
exactly, bro. Before we didn't see any of that when this nigga came out.
Right.
So to fumble that second chance at a opportunity, nigga, to try to be a fucking allegedly try to be a mob boss, nigga, especially after the Wallow shit, bro. I know you saw the clip of the $1
Yeah.
million worth of game, and we talked about this on the show. I don't know if you remember, but
Yeah.
we asked how many people in that room heard what Wallow was saying, and we said probably about two. And if neither one of them two niggas is the main nigga with the bread and the influence, then it don't even matter. Like,
Mhm.
unless he was one of the niggas that heard him, it didn't matter, bro. Because clearly he didn't get the message because the shooting happened about 4 months after that interview. So it that makes that interview that much more eerie. If you haven't seen it, please go check out the clip. You ain't gotta watch the whole interview. Just go search $1 million worth of game, Wallow, Dirk advice, and you'll see what we talking about. But huge fumble. I'm talking about like he was overachieving, bro. For real.
Dark was?
Yes. You
Let me
usually
ask you
don't get a
this.
second You don't usually don't get a second chance at a rap life.
Let me ask you this. If you Dirk OG, like you wallow in a sense, or maybe you even got more inside with the click. And after the wallow situation, like you said, the opportunity presents itself, and it's like this dude who caused my main homeboy harm. Not
For sure.
it ain't just some random nigga that was a part of it. This was my
No, that was his
guy.
man's. Yeah.
This was my man's.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to move on this, and it's all of it goes on you. You can answer this as AB at your age now, or how you would think if you were Dirk's age. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Just give the context to it. If someone came to you with that information, what do you think that you would say?
I mean, I know what I would say now. I can like now, like relax, like fuck no,
You
nigga.
okay.
Fuck no. Like, come on, bro. They're making too much fucking money, bro. And I understand that that could be the reason why you think you're
Because
invincible.
I'm making money, I'm like, fuck it, fuck all the wrongs that have been done for me. Like I got too much money now to worry about this shit. You're cool. You think you would be able to sit at peace with that. You AB being who you are at this age, you think that would be okay with you?
I do.
Okay.
Especially if you look at the circumstances. Because if we keeping it a buck, Quando Rondo just walked up to him. He wasn't expecting no fight, bro. Like if
Right.
you remember,
Facts.
he walked up on him like, "What's the good, bro?" And then niggas got swung on. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Man, what the fuck?" And so his man did what his man was technically supposed to do because
That's what he was there for.
Rondo was going to get his ass whooped
Yeah.
bad. So you look at the circumstances, bro. Like I get it, but man, you got to step out and look at it logically. It's easy for us to say, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm on some high horse shit.
Yeah.
But bro, Waller was trying to tell him, bro, let that shit go, bro. Let
Yeah.
it go.
I'm with you, AB. there's a certain way that I don't want to seem harsh when I'm saying this, but man, it's just the reality of the situation. There's a certain way that people like gangsters move.
Yeah.
And that way is not, yeah, let's go ride on him. Here's the company credit card. Here's the transaction that happens where I pay you the money to kill the nigga.
Hey, go
Like,
fly using your
go fly.
identification.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the transaction. Here's the money that I gave you via Zelle. Here's the plane ticket. Here are the rental car receipts. Like,
Hotel.
what if I'm taking a different route from UAB and I'm like, nope, that shit cannot slide. I'm not letting this shit go. There's a different way to handle that other than how it was handled where the police are coming to knock at my door. And Dirk has experience with this. Like his dad went
Yeah.
through the same shit. This ain't like all these is young, dumb niggas. They don't know what's going on. They just happen to get a chance and money. And like, nah, like these niggas ain't first generation gangsters. They second, third generation gangsters. At least
Yeah.
Dirk is, from what I understand. So it's not where I'm hyper zealous in the sense of let's get this shit handled and done. It's more so like what? And we sound like I sound like an old nigga get off my lawn, but like, what is you young niggas thinking about, bro? All this gangster shit you rapping, like, at least if I'm gonna put it in my raps, at least if I'm gonna do that, then you're not going to be able to get the paper trail from me. All this shit happened when me and somebody that I trust were having conversations and cash was given. And I hate to like indict myself or when motherfuckers is listening and be like, okay, what is not that it's just how things are supposed to happen. And I can't feel sorry for you as a consumer because I do agree with you, AB. There's a generation of rap and things that, like it's about to be wiped out with these cases and these things that are happening. But I'm sorry, that's how it fucking happens when you're trying to be a gangster, bro. You
Yeah.
have to do shit the right way. Like you gotta do non-transactional shit where cash can't be traced. You gotta do it where it's not with the credit cards. If you gonna get down like that, then get down like that. But don't be a nigga to get down like that halfway, and now you looking up like you Dirk, and it's like, oh, I got charges and shit now. And we supposed to feel sorry for you because you are a main staple in rap for this generation. I do feel sorry in the sense of like, yeah, you're gonna get wiped out. Like you're gonna fight this case. Hopefully you get off from it and people can scream your name and you'll be this big star that you are right now. But if I'm looking at it from objective sense, like nigga, you fucked up.
Yeah.
And how am I supposed to, like, knowing street shit and knowing how this shit go down, how am I supposed to look at you and be like, oh, it's okay, man. You fucked up. They still should give you a chance. Like, no, nigga, that's not how it happened. It's a lot of niggas sitting in jail right now today that wish they had another chance like Dirk might get. And I ain't saying he gonna get it. I don't know if he gonna get this time, but there were opportunities for him to do this the right way, and he didn't. And that ain't nobody's fault but theirs.
Yeah.
Like we can't blame the government. We can't blame an overzealous prosecution. We can't blame anybody else other than you for wanting to be a gangster and doing gangster shit, but not doing gangster shit the right way.
And
We can't.
and that should come with life in California.
Yeah, like ain't no playing around with it, nigga. If we gonna be gangsters, let's be gangsters, nigga. T.I. said that shit a long time ago, nigga. It's hard to have one foot in and one foot out. I had to pull like T.I. I had to pull Jesus to the side and be like, hey, look, bro, like I don't know what you got going on, but I promise you it's not going to work. This was
Bruh.
25 years ago, nigga. Like,
Listen,
come on,
bro, the nigga booked 3 flights and really
bro.
thought
You should have
he
took
was
them
he was
flights.
finna be up in the air looking at the little police SUV like nigga it worked, nigga. No, bro, this ain't no fucking movie,
This the
bro.
federal, this the federal fucking government, my nigga. Like, what are we talking about?
This ain't a movie, bro. Like you're not finna be looking down from the sky like I got him. No, nigga.
Yeah, like you ain't finna live the rest of your life as a Muslim in Puerto Rico, my nigga.
That
Like,
bro-
nah, it's not
and
gonna
they
happen.
and they took his keys to the city. Just got the keys to the city. Let me get that back. Let me get no. So
All
you
of it.
can't call on them for no. You can't call on them for the connect, bro. It's
And it's like you say, bro, it's like it's it's a real fine line between I'm the nigga that talk about the gangster shit and I'm the nigga that do the gangster shit.
yeah,
And I don't want anybody like I don't even know if I want to say this, but look at Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti not sitting in jail right now for a murder for hire. I don't give a fuck how many of y'all niggas out there say he had something to do with it.
He
I
out.
don't give a fuck like Yo Gotti not sitting in jail right now for a murder for hire.
He in Calabasas right now.
Yeah, I'm not implying that he had anything to do with it.
Nope.
I wanted to be very clear, but I do want to say that his op got murdered, his brother is dead. Like there was a lot that could have implicated Yo Gotti getting locked up. It didn't happen.
No. But
And
it's
you and I, AB, have sat and met him, and we see how that didn't happen.
no for sure, without question.
Okay.
It's it's crazy. It's unfortunate, but I don't like you said. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Like
Can't. I can't.
and
I can't feel sorry for you, bro. You
nah,
supposed to be the gangster.
it's a man.
Gangster supposed to prepare for shit like this, nigga. It's a
It's gonna
part of
get
being a gangster.
that's gonna get real interesting
Yeah,
real quick. What
very
we
quick.
got, man?
All right, next man, RZA. RZA came out and he was talking about Kendrick Lamar, AB. He said Kendrick is a natural lyricist, and Drake, he's a trained lyricist. AB, as a Drake fan, what do you think about that?
I actually thought that RZA gave some pretty insightful comments regarding Kendrick and Drake. He was asked about the beef. He gave answers as if he paid attention, and he gave
Mhm.
answers as if he was aware of who both of them were up until that point. Shout out to Mos Def for thinking that Drake was not hip hop and not a rapper and only got played in Target. That's what it's.
That's
This is
funny.
what when RZA gave his answer. This is what it sounds like to somebody who actually has been paying attention the last 15 years to hip hop. Um, Now I'm not 100% on what he means by a trained lyricist. Um, like I can understand this in the context of like Drumline, where Nick Cannon he didn't learn how to play the drums. He couldn't read music. He could naturally just do it off reflex. Like, is
Yeah.
it that type of situation? And or like a R. Kelly, like a nigga can't read, but he can naturally do all the shit that R. Kelly was doing.
Yes.
Like, how do you? Because I don't understand how you can't read, but you can make uh contagious from three different people's perspective and it all be cohesive. I don't know how the fuck you do that, dude. So maybe that's what he mean. Like like that's the natural that he's talking about. I don't know, but I don't know how you become a trained lyricist. I don't get you just study it long enough that you finally get it. Is that what he's saying? I don't know. I don't get
Mm.
that comment, but the rest of the stuff that he said I thought was on point in terms of his analysis of the beef.
Here's what I thought he meant when he said that. You got the whole not like us beef and what Kendrick, it was Harper's Bazaar when he had the interview with
Yeah.
Scissor, excuse me. He had an interview with her and he gave the whole explanation of what he thought not like us meant.
And that shit was some slaw too.
And yeah, that's hating. But natural, when he says natural lyricist, it's me being able to flip what y'all know this is white people shit, like mainstream. I'm only saying this because I'm in Harper's Bazaar. It means something a lot different if I'm applying it solely to Drake. But what I'm
Clearly.
going to do if I'm Kendrick Lamar, I'm gonna make it sound like Drake without you actually knowing it's about Drake. And if you really tapped in, but whatever.
Yeah.
However deep you got to get to be on that level of rap to be one and two, okay, that's fine. You did it, Kendrick Lamar, that's great. But that's what a natural lyricist is. I can make these bars because I really feel these bars. And no one taught me these bars. It's not anything that I'm doing to be famous or anything that I'm doing to be of pop culture like he feels like Drake is. This shit is natural to me, which is why everybody latched on to all of the Kendrick shit and the disses because it felt natural to them because they felt like Drake was a culture vulture. The people, and I ain't saying everybody, I'm just saying the
Right,
people
right,
that
right.
fuck with Kendrick Lamar and really fuck with the songs and what he was saying in those songs, they're like, oh yes, God, I've been feeling this forever. And then you get somebody like Drake who is so fine-tuned, so clean cut, so like, okay, this is planned and this is I don't believe Ashante sang in the World Series. What's call it? But anyway,
Shout out to her.
you get somebody like tough. You get somebody like Drake who they feel like is so manufactured. It's like, okay, this is a trained lyricist. He's been taught to do these things. He was on Degrassi. He knows how to be famous. He knows how to be an actor.
Mm.
Everything that he does is trained in the sense of I know what reaction I'm trying to get from people. As to where Kendrick is like, I'm just trying to get a natural reaction. Like if you got a natural reaction to Drake, then you're gonna feel like I feel when I put out Not Like Us. If you are more accustomed to the train reaction and you just love the fucking dotting the I's and crossing the T's of what Drake does, and you know that he's the hell of a lyricist or musician that he is, it's like, okay, that's trained. Like
Like
that's more so
it's a
I'm
little
trying to
more
do this.
it's a little more Drake is sticking to a particular formula that he
Facts.
is.
I know what works, my nigga.
That's fair.
I'm not doing To Pimp a
That's fair.
Butterfly because I don't know if that shit's going to work.
Yeah.
But I will do like all of the shit that I do. I'll do the dance shit
Yeah.
and that seeming abstract, but I know this type of music is working
It's going
everywhere
over
else but
here.
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I just feel like, and Shanti Thick out there too.
Of course.
I just feel like this is going to work versus I'm going to do this because I feel like it's going to work.
No, that's fair. That makes sense because you can look at it from a sense of some people learn to be good at something and some people are just kind of naturally good at it.
Facts. Good point.
And that's not but you know what? I didn't take that as a shot from him. I
Mm,
took that as an observation. And I'm not, that's why I wasn't mad at it. I didn't quite understand it. Till you kind it makes sense that you broke it down, but I like that he didn't seem to be, he called it like a commentator. You know what I mean? Like when you're watching the game on TNT, the commentator's not picking, they're not siding with the team. Whereas when you listen to the home broadcast, nigga, you're saying they homers, but he
mhm.
played it like a broadcaster, which I respect. Because he
Yeah.
gave valid commentary. Again, most deaf.
Because Fat Joe, Joe Buttons, most Def, they didn't do that. Most of them picked a side.
Yeah, I think so. I think it felt personal with some of them. It felt, you know what I mean? I like what 50 talked about it too, and we'll talk about 50 in a minute. But 50 gave some insightful, again, even if they did say this person won or this person lost, they at least don't, they're not coming from any type of bias or they're not coming from, they're giving their analysis and that's their
Mhm.
final thoughts on it. So I ain't mad at that. Shout out to RZA.
Yeah.
I respected it.
Yes, I think that's good. I agree.
Next up, man, we get something a tour that you don't see every day, a joint tour between a rapper and a comedian. And no, we're not talking about T.I. and TIP. Killer Mike and Dave Chappelle have announced a new tour. It'll be 7 dates in November. They are co-headlining the tour, man. Are you, of course, Killer Mike, he's been on the Chappelle show. Chappelle was on one of his singles and all that type of shit. They've worked together before. They have it's called Still Talking That Shit tour. Are you here for the half rap, half comedian tour?
Absolutely, man. This is a concept that needs to be taken into consideration a lot more, especially if it's contemporary rap, like you and I always praise with Killer Mike or Pusha T or fucking Two Chains could do this with a good comedian. Like I would love to do this. This is the show that I'm excited to see this. Like
Mm,
I seen that they have an Atlanta tour date,
they
and
do.
what makes it special, like you said. I ain't going into this like it's a Killer Mike concert and wondering who's going to be opening up for him and saying, okay, I can get there at 9:30 because he coming on at 10, and I don't really want to see who opening up. Nigga, I want to see Dave Chappelle. Like, I want to see Killer Mike. So I know if this shit start at 9, nigga, I better be there at 8:45 just to make sure I'm in a good seat, got everything that I need, and properly able to enjoy this show because it's two things that I want to see. I think people should start doing this. Like this is something that would be dope if you're trying to get a comedian's name out there with a rapper who's already famous and you think they funny. We do the 1-2 thing. Same thing with a comedian who think a rapper is good and they can open up for them and then I come do the comedy show. Oh, this is fire. I love this. I plan on being there when they drop down in Atlanta and doing that show. So I'm 100% here for this. What say you?
I'm good on this. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
I promise.
What makes you say that?
I'm not, maybe if it was a different artist, I'm not interested in seeing Killer Mike live. So
What?
maybe
You don't
I'm
want to see him
good.
performing that Michael album?
I don't.
Shout out to my guy Rich, man. He listened to the show. He went to go see this show.
Oh yeah, he said it was fire.
Yeah, he said it was fire.
He did. Now that is true. He did say it was a really dope show, brought the album to life, all that good.
Yeah.
That is
Hmm.
true. I'm still good. I'm a big Dave
That's
Chappelle fan though.
I'm crying. I really thought you would have went the other way on this.
Nah, I'm good on this. I
So
don't know
if
what.
you who who's your favorite comedian right now?
Oh, it's definitely Dave Chappelle.
If you could get Dave Chappelle and another artist, would that work for you?
Maybe if someone told me what the synopsis is, like how is this gonna work?
I'm gonna come out and do a stand-up set, and he gonna come out and do his rap set. How's it
I'm straight.
like? What's hard
I'm
about?
straight.
Like, what are you
I don't
talking
always
about?
like my food touching, bro. I'm good, bro. I just let's keep them separated. Let me get the dividers on the plate. I don't.
Really? So you
I,
ain't with the comedy and hip hop show mix up?
I don't think so, bro. I don't think I'm here for this.
Really?
I think I either
That's
want to go to
interesting.
a comedy show or I either want to go to a concert. I don't think I want to go to both. I'm kind of I'm indifferent about this. I'm not feeling it. But I will say this though.
Interesting.
I do like that they're both because usually when you get two artists of this magnitude, again, Killer Mike just won a Grammy. He had
Mhm.
a huge year last year, and of course, Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. It's easy for these two to have egos and be like, "Nah, it's my, nah, I'll do my tour, and maybe you could come out and send me a video to play on the LCD or something." Usually, that's what happens. You get two people bumping heads, and they never come together. It's always an idea, and it never happens. So I'm glad it exists for that reason because we do need more people linking up and getting together and doing cool shit. Because I'm sure all of these will sell out. I have no doubt in my mind about that. I don't know where the fuck Rosemont, Illinois is. I I don't know if that's gonna sell out, but all of these, the rest are definitely gonna sell out. So it's cool. People are interested in it. It's I just don't see it for me. Maybe if it was another rapper whose music I was a little bit more invested in, even though I fuck with the Michael and I fuck with the Sinners and Saints joint, I thought that was cool too. But I don't need to see him in person though.
That's
That's the only
crazy to
thing.
me.
And I've seen Dave Chappelle in person before.
Would you go see if Dave Chappelle wasn't there, you wouldn't go see the Killer Mike perform at Michael album?
Nah, if you gave me tickets, I go if you gave me tickets.
Mm. Why is it?
I don't know. And it's just it's not one. And I fuck with the album heavy. It just didn't. I don't fuck with it like that. Like there's certain albums I will go live to see, and there's certain ones I fuck with that I'm cool in the crib listening to it. I'm good. This is
Is
enough.
there give me an example of a newer album, not like a nostalgic album, but a newer album that like I would go see that live.
Mm. I'll give you an example of one I really fuck with that I wouldn't go see live, and that's Blast. And I think that motherfucker straight through. I listen to it when I go
Yeah, I wouldn't go
run.
see that neither. I
I
wouldn't go
wouldn't,
see
but I
that.
wouldn't go.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think it's
different. I think
stupid fire.
Killer Mike is more relatable to you though, right? You wouldn't. What?
Somewhat. Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my head around like the I wouldn't want to see that live thing because I was kind of like that with Pusha T, but I just was making it a stand
Mm.
since it was anti Drake, and I wanted to make sure I paid homage to go see him
Oh
when he came in
Lord.
town. But when I went to go see him,
It was a
seeing that
sausage
album,
fest. Go ahead.
yeah, it wasn't. But I wasn't there for the bitches. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm at the stage in my life where I can just go enjoy the show. I ain't even gonna hold you. But it was a sausage fest, 100%. But I did respect Pusha T more after seeing it. Like I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit! Like he did the album that I went to go see, but then he got it in his bag. I think I talked about it on here, and then nigga
Mhm.
did the curtain drop, left, and then came back into another one. I was like, oh god damn.
Yeah.
So you don't think that like it would be an artist that you would be able to like, okay, I'm fucking with this.
Negative.
Wow.
I would need somebody because I'm skeptical on how it's gonna play out. And
Mhm.
it just feels weird. I want to go to one or the other. I don't want to go to both. It's two because those are two different types of energies for me.
Okay, I'm just saying removing the comedy aspect. I'm asking
Oh,
about now, yeah, like just I want to see this album performed because this
oh,
this artist just dropped this. And I ain't talking about
probably.
like T.I. like or old school shit. I'm talking about like recent Benny the Butcher type shit. Like, would you go see what's the one that we both call damn near a classic?
Oh, that
The
not
the
reasonable
Benny
doubt.
shit.
I know what you're talking about.
Would you go see that perform live?
I've seen Benny perform. I went to a Benny show.
Did he do that?
He did some songs off of there. Burden of Proof. That's the one you talking about.
Burden of proof. Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I've seen Benny live, so I did go to a Benny show to kind of get that vibe. That's how tough I was fucking with him. I go to Childish Gambino if he do because of the internet.
What about your man's? What if Freddie Gibbs said I'm doing Alfredo?
I've been to Freddie Gibbs show before. I've been to two Freddie Gibbs shows.
What if it was just like I'm doing Alfredo?
Oh, I would definitely fuck with that because he
Okay, I
puts on a
got you.
good show too. He got good energy.
Okay. Just
So
trying to
yeah,
see what the gauge was or what you would go see or not.
Freddie Gibbs is frying Killer Mike though. Let's be honest.
That's fucking insane
Let's
to
be
say, and you
honest.
should be. The internet connection should have closed right then, and the Wi-Fi god shouldn't even give us permissions to move on from him. But since we are, The initial thoughts on the Tyler Creators album.
Yeah, man, we got that Chromacopia dropped on Monday as promised in the breakfast time AM.
Hmm.
And I did exactly what he asked, man. I listened to it on the way. It worked out perfectly because
Hmm.
I was headed to the studio. I was like, man, let me go ahead and hit play on this, man. It was about a 30-minute ride. I caught about half of it on the way there and half on the way back.
Hmm.
I actually like it. I'm not gonna front. And I found myself because at first I was listening, like, okay, this sounds cool, but I don't think I'll ever revisit anything up until I got to a certain point. And I think I want to say like maybe number 4 or 5, Darling I. That sounded really good. I ran that back a couple of times, like, oh, this shit kind of fire. It was well put together. And then the one after that, where he was telling that dope ass story, when he was talking to the girl about having a baby or keeping it or not, that was really good. He was painting pictures on there. And then it got to the one where I think Glorilla and Sexy Red and Lil Wayne was on it. And I was like, oh, this shit is kind of fire, especially because the features were hidden. So I wasn't expecting those people to come on. And so when Glorilla came on, I was like, oh, this shit kind of hard. It kind of sounded like a lunchroom, like symphony where one person go in, one person come out. And I was like, oh, this shit kind of fire. So like, I ain't gonna front. Like the album is pretty dope. I like hearing the vocals from other people. I heard some Childish Gambino vocals in the background. I think Schoolboy was on the song. I actually like the project. I ain't gonna front, and I probably will listen to it a little bit more and let it marinate some more. But all songs produced by him, all songs written by him, all songs arranged by him. I got to put a little bit of respect on his name. I didn't get the whole let's do it on Monday shit. I thought that was a little too artsy fartsy. But when you put this much effort into it, and I've seen him talking lately in interviews, he really emphasizes the fact that he cares, he gives a damn. I got to put some respect on his name, man. I fuck with the project. Not gonna lie.
I am with you. I am with the let's do this on Monday because I have something to say that shouldn't be get swallowed up on Fridays. What you're doing with all of the other random releases that come out, like motherfuckers that I've never heard of,
For
that
sure.
I'm ciphering through, and it's like, oh, okay, damn, here's titles down. Um, this is not my speed. I will be
That's fair.
very clear in saying that. However, I do respect the same things that you respected out of it, the surprise features, the like coordination of the album, putting it out on Monday. So I'm listening to it on Mondays. I'm like, oh, okay, damn, I like this. I can grow to like this more by Friday, and I'm listening to it a lot more, and it helps his streams. I'm cool. I know he was thinking that way and putting it on Monday, so that worked. So all in all, it's not an album that I would revisit. It's not something that was my speed, but it worked. It worked in the sense of I'm putting it out here. I'm giving people who listen to hip hop and really fuck with rap a chance to listen to it and digest it. And even if you don't fuck with it, you'll take something away from it. And you'll take something away from it that's different from what you mentioned, AB, last week. It's like, oh, I have to give. I'm a content creator. I have to give my instant reaction to
Yeah.
this Tyler album, and it's been an hour since it came out. I'm giving you the full breakdown. Like this did a really good job of deviating people from that. And that is what it was like a breath of fresh air. I will say that about this album. Even though, again, I'm not going to listen to this. This is not my speed. I was not really fucking with it at all. There are a couple songs that I did like and found myself doubling back to, but it was a breath of fresh air as far as the momentum of albums when they come out on a Friday versus a Monday. More people need to take note and start doing this, but they have to be as creative as Tyler has been in doing it.
Yeah, it got to be worth it. The
It got to
numbers
be worth it.
are on. Let me see. He's on pace to do 250 to 300,000 first week.
So you can do it. So you can do it. It
That's a
can be
that's a
done.
big ass number, bro.
That's a huge number.
We don't see them numbers no more.
No, sir. So
Damn.
if I'm trying to catch some of that momentum, do you think if I'm a younger artist or a newer artist that I would do this Monday thing?
Don't try this at home, bro. Don't try this
Mm.
at home. Stick to the rivers and the
This
lakes
ain't for
that you're used
everybody.
to.
This ain't for everybody.
Same for everybody. Remember when Beyonce dropped out of nowhere? Everybody's like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
I'll drop out of
Pull up
nowhere." No, you won't.
Beyonce.
No, you
No,
won't.
no.
Reserve that for
You
the big
actually
time.
need you actually need the marketing and promotion that goes with those albums.
You need the
Sorry.
rollout. You need the
You're
single.
not Beyonce. No, you're not. You are
um,
not. All right, next. What we got, AB?
next up, man, probably the biggest. album to be released in these last 2 months, unless of course J. Cole drops probably. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. The album Missionary is supposed to, they're saying it's coming December. They haven't given us a date yet. We don't know if it's gonna be a Friday, a Monday, or a Wednesday on hump day.
Mm,
But that would be cold if they did on Wednesday or if they got on hump day.
facts.
Um,
That
it's
would be
supposed to be
cool.
all produced by Dr. Dre. The first Dr. Dre and Snoop album, excuse me, the first Snoop album to be produced by Dr. Dre entirely, of course, since Doggy Style, 20 albums ago from Snoop. 1 to 10, where's your excitement level on this? One being I'm sleep, 10 being I'm excited as fuck.
This is a strong four for me.
Mm.
Just and just because I ain't really anticipating a Snoop album. I've gotten everything that I'm going to get from Snoop the artist. More so, it's him now being a celebrity figure that I'm going to be more fascinated with. It ain't about the rhymes no more. I
No.
am still here for Dr. Dre beats though, so I would love to know how it sounds with Snoop. Me being okay with him being as a rapper at this stage in his career and doing Dr. Dre beats because I don't think that we've heard a Dr. Dre album for another artist other than him in the last fucking decade. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not a
Uh,
rapper. Well, he did Marsha
yeah.
Ambrosius' new project, but
Okay,
that's
he
it.
did do Marsha Ambrosius. You're right about that. And
Yeah.
again, like you said, that was an R&B singer.
Yeah.
So yes, I am here for this, and we'll check it out because it's Dr. Dre and Snoop. You and me both grew up on that, so we understand the significance of it. I don't expect it to make waves though, because Snoop ain't that type of rapper no more, unless they got some dope ass features and some they're really as they were talking about a couple weeks ago that we discussed on here, like, oh, we want to hear one producer synced albums and make this motherfucker great then. Like, yeah, y'all niggas getting y'all a wish. The wish that y'all want, the one producer album, and it's Dre and Snoop, two of the most famous people in hip hop of all time, then y'all need to do this motherfucker big then. I don't want any like, oh, okay, it's just a Snoop album, like blue carpet treatment or whatever it may be
Yeah.
that we got, and he's a legend and we're gonna listen to it. It will be a hit song or two maybe on there. Like if y'all gonna do it, then let's see you do it all the way up with the features and how it sounded cohesive, like it needs to sound. Then yeah, I would be definitely impressed by it. But me anticipating it, four.
Your boy Jelly Roll on him.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it
Definitely.
100%.
Um, I'm definitely a higher. I would go 7. I think Snoop's catalog is low key underrated. He's got more good stuff than people probably realize in some of his later years. I get it, his star, it doesn't shine as much musically. It's bright as fuck on the celebrity tip, but on the music tip, I know people checked out on the albums probably after like the Pharrell joints and all that good shit. But to get Dre back in the booth, we know how he moves. He's a perfectionist. I thought this was supposed to come out, fall. Then it was gonna be November. Now we in Christmas time, so maybe we'll get this under the tree. I'm here for it though. I'm really interested to hear what it sounds like. I'm really interested to hear a full Dre produced album. The last one he did, I think, was off the dome, was the NWA soundtrack, the Compton joint. And while the production was fine, I hated Dr. Dre's raps on there. So I'm hoping, because I know Snoop said he don't really be writing like that no more. I'm hoping they got the best writers. I'm hoping they got the best features and that they put this motherfucker together like how it's supposed to be put together. Like, show us why you're Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. You're Dr. Dre. You're the goat of this production shit. Show us why you're the goat of producing. Like putting this shit together and being a conductor. Please show us why you that. If it's not greatness, which I believe it will be, I have faith. I have faith that this will be fire. I'm gonna give it a 7. And I hope they stick the landing. I hope we even get it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure we're
Yeah, they
even
could
gonna
pull a
get this
detox
out.
on us.
Yeah,
They
they might
could
pull another
definitely pull a
detox,
detox
bro.
on
So
us. You
allegedly
bring
it's
a
supposed
good
to
point
happen,
up.
but we'll see.
You bring a good point up. I don't really want to hear a lot of Dr. Dre rapping on here. I hope that's
No,
not what they like.
no,
Please, God, don't do that
no,
to us.
no, 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 no.
But it needs to be something in the sense of we tapped into everybody and everything that is cohesive to what we're trying to do because we have the means to do that, and we making this motherfucker banging.
Yeah,
Like if it needs a Kendrick verse, if it needs a Drake feature, if it needs an old revitalized Tupac 8 that we never heard. Like
Um,
all of that is what I'm
pull out all the
expecting.
stuff. You got to throw the kitchen sink at
All of
this,
it.
bro.
All of it, bro.
You got
Because
to.
you got to think of what type of album Doggy Style was. This shit was one of the biggest albums of our like in the culture's history, period.
Facts.
So like let's follow that up. I don't like the name of it though. I will say that. The
Yeah, I
name's
said that the other day. It's a super
the
pause.
name,
I'm
yeah, the
good on
name's
that.
super slow. All right, next man. Before we get into these wins and these losses, AB 50 Cent said he's turned down $3 million to show up to a Trump event. Is 50's brand strong enough to have taken that bread and not had a hit from it?
Mm,
I don't even know why this is not
probably not. It's probably not.
probably.
Yeah, no, it's not. He relies too much on his fan base. Looks too much like him
Yes.
to jackball his new app that he's trying to roll out with Lionsgate with the action movies on it and the new powers that's coming out. Like people will dip on you. Like they'll dip on you,
Mhm.
bro. Like, and you need every last set of eyeballs possible to watch the app that you got coming out. Now is not the time. You know about the land down in Baton Rouge. Now is not the time, nigga, to roll the dice.
Not for $3
Not
million. dollars.
no, not for three
Hell
M's.
no.
Absolutely
No.
not, nigga. That's a month. That's your electric bill, bro, at the
Yeah.
studio.
I would have been
No.
offended. 3 million? Like, nigga,
So
what? Have you seen what I'm doing out here? Come on.
so yeah, no, that now we get it. That's nothing to sneeze at, like just on some generally speaking shit. But there's too much at stake to risk it. Now 50, that ain't the play. He made the smart move.
Yeah. Smart move, definitely. And okay, just to address the point that you say about his brand, like just about the studio, several different TV spinoffs,
Facts.
50 Cent, even when he's doing the trolling shit online, that's a certain demographic that he's appealing to. And there's some of that demographic that will be like, oh, yes, me too. I fuck with Trump.
Sure.
But there's a lot of that demographic that's going to be like, oh, nigga, you a coon. You're a sellout. I ain't watching your shows no more. I ain't buying your vitamin water. I ain't buying your vodka, your cognac, whatever the fuck it is that you selling. I ain't doing none of that no more because you were just on stage with Trump. And I think those are a lot more worth 3 million than getting that money to show up. Like this, if I was 50 again, y'all disrespecting me, really. Like y'all thinking that my influence is worth $3 million. Like, come on, man, let's go back to the negotiating tables. That's like if they offered this to someone like a Jay-Z, he'd laugh at this. $3 million. What are we talking about?
He'd hang up the phone in their face.
Yeah, like, y'all not even getting through to me. Like y'all
I'd be
talking to
offended, bro.
Tata. Yeah, like we're not doing what $3 million ain't even a starting point, my nigga. Like that ain't I don't even know what we talking about right now. It's
That's not
like
even accommodations, nigga, to get
like
there, nigga. It's
it's
gonna
not
cost more
going
than 3 million just to get me there.
yeah, like this is insane that this would be the number that y'all come up with. But it goes to speak to what Trump probably values someone like 50 Cent. He looking at it like, oh, it's just he'll give it up for this because he's probably dealing with Icewear, Vezo, or whoever, Trick, or whoever the fuck else that came out and solidified him, and they did it for 175,000, or they did it for 100,000, they did it for 1 million. But no, this probably is the highest that he's offered to come speak or be a part of this event. And 50 was like, this ain't, come on, bro, what we doing? And rightfully so, he did that. And I ain't knocking no one else who I named. If y'all want to take the little $1 million to go co-sign for Trump, or if he gave you 2 million, that's fine. I know he didn't give you 3 because he's offering 53, and y'all niggas not 50 Cent. So it ain't worth it. In my honest opinion, I still don't think like it's worth it, even if I'm someone on a lower name like Trick, Icewear, Vezo, or those people that we talked
You
about
keep
want to
throwing
see Trump.
trick out there, man. It wasn't him.
That wasn't Trick.
Nah,
I'm wrong.
it was
What happened?
Vezo and I forgot the other dude, but it wasn't Trick though.
No, Trick was just, I seen the headline.
Oh, it's a new
It
one?
said, yeah, Trick was
Oh.
like, he introduced him. What we talking?
No,
We looking it up.
you talking about your boy from Death Row.
He was in Detroit and Trick introduced Trump. It should be you should see it when you put it in Trick and Trump. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I swear that somebody got me if they because I
Oh no,
was
you're
sent this
right.
a
You're right.
couple
You're right.
times.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah, like so even Trick. I know that wasn't $3 million, and that's no disrespect for him. He's just you're not getting 150 yet. So if that was worth it for you to go out there and introduce Trump, then I mean, I guess.
Because I swear Vezo and Peasy came out together. That's
I
what I thought
remember
you were
that.
thinking about.
That's the
I'm
one
with
that I
you.
was talking about. Yeah, I remember I swear Vezo and Peasy, but Trick Trick just recently came out and then like introduced him at a rally or some shit.
Now let's be honest. Are we expecting Trick Trick to turn down $3 million, bro, to come out and say something about
He
Trump?
ain't get 3 million though.
But
How
listen,
much?
you
Trick
expect
Trick
him to turn
probably
down a
got a
meal
hundred,
ticket?
hundred. First of all, he didn't get a million.
Are we
It's
expecting
like,
him to turn out 100? Nigga, hey, nigga, he got that for the low. Trump looking at that like it's a steal. He's like, oh shit, he only won how much?
oh my
What? Oh
God,
yeah, we can
bro.
do that.
Because he
What if
didn't
it
get more than 100K, did
what if it
it's
turned
not.
out Vezo got 3 million? Do you think people would still be like, man, you a sellout? Or niggas would be like, ah, okay,
I
he can
swear
turn that down.
Vezo got 3 million for it.
Yeah, just hypothetically, if it came out that that's how much you got, would niggas be like, well, okay, I would have took it too.
Smart, yeah, that's a smart business decision for him. That's 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 like a nigga ducking to tackle Derrick Henry. Like it's a business
He made
decision
a
at this
business
point, bro.
decision.
Like it's three
That's
million.
funny as fuck.
Yeah, like where else he like I fuck with Venzo, but like come on, bro. 3 million?
You gotta let him get there. If they
Like
gonna
what?
overpay, I can't tell that nigga no, bro. No.
3 million?
Like,
Like, come
take,
on,
hey,
bro.
take that ice where we gonna turn our back. We didn't see it, bro. You got
Oh,
it.
facts, bro. Like
Real quick, would you
I ain't mad at you.
if 50 would you want to hear a 50 album produced by Dr. Dre today?
No, not 50.
Damn.
Um,
It'd be less than a 4 on the anticipation scale.
it'd be right there with Snoop.
Oh man.
Same. I put them the same. Like, is there an artist like if it was Kendrick or somebody like that, would you want to hear that more?
Oh, of course.
Like,
I mean,
is there one
obviously.
that's like, what about Game?
Hell yeah. What?
Game
I'd
and
rather
Dr.
hear
Dre
him more
album.
than all these niggas we done
Yeah, I
named.
was gonna say I'd rather hear the Game and Dr. Dre album. I ain't gonna
What?
hold
For
you. Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Easy. Next up, man, real quick. The Clips signed with legendary rap label
Mm.
Def Jam for their next album. It is called Let God Sort 'Em Out. We've been hearing about this album for a while now. We've been hearing about Pusha T supposed to be dropping the Gangsta Grills for a while now. But Malice posted a picture in front of Def Jam Studios, man. Had Def Jam welcomes the Clips. It'll be their first album in 15 years. Good move, bad move, smart move, dumb move. What do you think about Clips signing with Def Jam?
This is an interesting move, AB, because I'm not sure where it leaves us as fans of this project that want to hear it and hear it like complete raw, like not with label influences and trying to do fucking, oh my God, I hope singles or radio songs. Like,
I hope not.
please, God, I hope this doesn't happen. But we've been talking about where the music industry state was over the last couple of weeks here on this show. And this, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. The Clips was like, oh, we got this Clips album that everybody's been anticipating. And I know you said that it was supposed to be a Pusha T Gangsta Grills, but I thought it was a Clips grant. I thought the Clips was doing the Gangsta Grills. So
Originally,
I'm even more concerned now that this is going to be a label album with the Clips versus a Gangsta Grills album with the Clips, which I thought it would be. And now that it's a Def Jam album, and I know it's fourth quarter, I don't know like if we're even gonna get this ever now. Like
bro.
I'm concerned if this ever comes out, like the features being cleared. Like this goes from one of the most anticipated things that I wanted to hear closing up the fourth quarter to, am I ever going to even fucking hear this? So
Bro.
yeah, I'm concerned.
I feel like the Clips, specifically Pusha T, is notorious for announcing shit, and we waited on King Push for what seemed like forever.
That's true.
And it just and again, the Gangsta Grills, he's supposed to have the one with all Kanye, all Push,
For
Pharrell,
real.
bro.
Mhm.
Like I get it. The last one was half and half. We did eventually get that, and it was fire. But if we're gonna make this happen, man, just go ahead and make it happen. He had a quote that I thought was interesting. Pusha T said on at Vulture, I think this is where you get the difference between taste and filler. This music is curated. This is a high taste level piece of work. You can only have that level of
See,
taste when you have the fundamentals down to a science, and I think that's been missing. That's talking big shit, nigga. This motherfucker better be stupid fire.
but this makes me think it should have been more independent than it should have been a label thing because how often do you get a label explain an album explained that way dropped via a label? If
Huh?
it's independent, then yeah, nigga, I can do all that shit that he just
That's
said.
true.
If I'm Def Jam, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that boutique shit you talking about,
Nigga,
nigga.
I got
How
Chris
many
Brown on the
albums will this
phone.
gonna sell? Nigga, exactly, nigga. Fuck all that, nigga.
I got
We
whoever
got
hot right now, nigga.
we got
Rod
Tim's.
Wave.
We finna put Tim's on here, Rod Wave, fucking Doja Cat. Like I don't care about none of that boutique shit you talking about, nigga. You with Def Jam now, and that's what makes me concerned,
Hey, he put that shit out with Doja Cat and motherfucker.
bro.
We gonna be like,
Come
nigga,
on, man.
get the fuck out of
Fucking Post Malone on the hook. Like, what the fuck is this, nigga? I thought this was a Clips album, bro. It's
Oh shit.
crazy. Lil Tyler on there. Like, what the fuck?
They
Boss
got two
Man
little,
on a song. Like, what are we doing? The fuck?
got two Afrobeat joints on that shit. Bro, like what? No,
Yeah, this is
nigga.
Def Jam project. Like, what? Come
No.
on, man.
What we got?
All right, man. Before we get into these wins and these losses, AB, the last quick hit of the week. Plies. Plies releases Mrs. 47, MRS 47. This is a tribute to Kamala Harris's campaign. AB, I don't know if you heard the song or not, but initial thoughts on just being a voter, helpful or harmful to her campaign?
I mean, he's been promoting her on social media for several months now. So it,
Hmm.
it can't hurt it any more than that if he is in
Yeah.
fact doing any type of damage. Um the song I did listen to the song. The song was okay.
Mm.
It wasn't like an anthem in the same way Jeezy made My President Is Black, but this one was more dedicated to his grandmother, who he said when she believed she'd never see the day of a female president. So I did like the message behind it. I give him that, but it ain't gonna turn into nothing. But I also don't think it hurt or helped her campaign any more or less than the tweets. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it sounded like a tribute to his grandmother, which I can't do nothing but respect that.
I
Now, well,
respect the tribute
obviously
to his
to
grandma.
Kamala as well, but you
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I respect the tribute and nice try, Plies. This is not going to turn into a Jeezy moment. I know that's probably what you were looking for. No, it's not going to happen. Will it be helpful or hurtful to her campaign? I don't think Plies has a large enough voice to hurt her campaign.
I
I
agree.
think the people that don't fuck with her, they're not gonna fuck with her regardless. It ain't gonna be because this rapper Plies spit a song. So I think
With all due
it ain't got
respect,
no, yeah. With all due respect applies, it's just not registering on a national scale like
agreed.
even my president is black is. So I don't think it's going to hurt her. I respect his ambition. I respect him getting out here doing this. Like you said, he's been flying the flag. He's been really speaking during this electoral campaign as to what he feel like people should do, and I respect that. Agree or
Yeah.
disagree with his politics. I like that he's out here letting his voice being heard and let people know what he thinks and trying to persuade people to get to vote for the way that he thinks. I respect that versus somebody being like, oh, I sell shoes to Republicans and Democrats, the famous Michael Jordan line back in the day. So I do respect what he's trying to do for the community, and I fuck with it.
No, no doubt, no doubt. We get to these wins and losses, man. First up, SZA,
Mm.
TDE's own, just fresh off of her interview with Kendrick Lamar. She is featured in a brand new movie trailer. Her and Kiki Palmer in a little buddy movie, Friday style joint called One of Them Days. Are you fucking with that?
Kiki Palmer was the chick that got into it with Usher. Was whole
Yeah,
that was all right. I'm here for this. If not for anything less than seeing SZA and Kiki Palmer on the screen for an hour and a half, I fuck with both of them.
for sure.
Uh, love their style, for lack of a better word. So,
No doubt.
and the preview wasn't bad though. The preview wasn't bad. Like I know a much quicker way to get to the end of this movie. I won't spoil anything for you.
This all you need is rent?
Hey, in real life, SZA need $1,500. It's not a thing. I promise you
Not a
that.
thing.
Broke SZA, non-singing SZA, long as she bringing that ass with her, that $1,500, I promise you, it's not going to be a problem anywhere else other than this movie. I promise you that.
Oh shit. Movie be
But
over in the credits, nigga.
man, nigga, you need what? Like, I get paid today. What are you talking about? Go back, nigga.
Oh shit.
I got that in my savings,
Yeah,
motherfucker. Like,
that
what
ain't
we
nothing.
talking?
We can make that work. Nate, I'm in a bind.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I can give it a W, man. It's the exact same plot of Friday After Next.
Facts.
It just didn't look as funny as Friday
Down to
After
the
Next.
apartment building, like
Yeah,
the
it's
same apartment building and everything.
slick. But I will say it's produced by Issa Rae, and I don't stand for any Issa Rae slander. So I'll check it out on the strength of her. But the preview,
Yeah,
I didn't laugh that much in the preview. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But I know my
it
girl gonna
looked
want to see
fun
it.
though. It looked fun though.
I'm gonna fuck with
It
it.
looked fun.
I'm in there though. But
Yeah.
the
Okay.
trailer didn't grab me like that.
Gotcha.
Next up, man, W or L. Hit Boy reveals that his dad, Big Hit, is back in jail. He said, "I'm not sure what's going on, but we have plenty of music in the stash, and we're gonna keep his name alive and ringing out in these streets."
I'm not sure what's going on after the getting out of jail rollout. It's crazy to me. No judgment. I understand like you're trying to get your pop loan and shit, but the nigga being back in jail after, and this sound crazy to say, is it like just a consumer because it's his personal life, it's not ours. But still, man, how people were invested to Big Hit, and this being a thing, and now this nigga back in jail. This is a loss, man. I'm sorry, like, bro, like I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how this happened.
Even Snoop, man, there's that video of Snoop was trying to tell him, bro, like, hey, listen to your son, bro. He got the juice now. Listen, follow him.
Mhm.
Get off the dumb shit. Follow him. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I just had a conversation with a nigga probably about 6, 7 weeks ago who had interviewed both of them together.
Mhm.
And I said, hey, bro, like what's Big Hit like in real life? He said, I do want he said he got one for them. He said he wanted
Oh
he
man.
wanted them. They could call him right now. Some niggas around the way could call him right now to crash out, and he'll get the car
Jesus.
running right now. I swear, he told me this. I'm not bullshitting. That was 6 weeks ago. He was like, dude, they already got his casket picked out. Like I swear, that was his exact words. And now we look up, and he back locked up. So either, well, that's all I'm gonna say. But I just thought that
Yeah,
was
you can leave it at that.
ironic as fuck that he
Yeah,
just told me that.
and it makes sense because that's the authenticity that people look for. And he
Nah,
had it.
he
He
got
had it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
he definitely had it.
Last one, man. WRL. DMX has a second posthumous album dropping. It's called Let Us Pray. It is comprised of his prayers with featured artists. Comes out in
Mhm.
December. WRL.
It's comprised of what?
His prayers with verses from featured artists.
Hey man, I don't know who's over this. Is his estate
Probably,
that
probably
like
Swizz.
who's doing this,
I know
man?
Swizz got something to do
Let's
with this.
stop. Let's just stop, bro. Let's let the man rest in peace, bro. Like we didn't want to hear his last albums when he was here on Earth, so we don't want to hear the prayers. We don't want to hear the prayers of him. Like, come on, man. What we talking about, bro? This is manipulation. Like, what we doing, man? Stop. Stop.
Hey,
Get some
man.
help.
Listen, I let them slide with the last one because I actually did like the first posthumous album, the Exodus. I thought it was actually pretty straight. You got
Mhm.
away with murder on that one. Do not try to make lightning strike twice. What now? Here's my question though. What if every song sound like that Kanye and Andre, and then they got the DMX little part at the end?
That'll be fire. And I would be completely wrong and I have to come on here next week and apologize. But I don't see that happening.
Nah, I don't
They
either.
ain't got that in the tuck. They would have been done dropped that.
They ain't got 10 of
They would have
them.
been done. Yeah, they
They
ain't
ain't got
got
10
10
of
of them.
them.
Ain't no way possible, actually.
Let's go to On Deck of the Week, man. Shout out to City O Troy. He said this is the episode, the J. Cole episode. This is the one with you and
Nick.
Nick. He said, great episode and interesting thoughts on J. Cole and his legacy. Shout out to you. And then the old dog 93 said for the last episode, even though Dre's stance is right, I think he's not the right messenger. Have you ever seen the credits for Compton or 2001? Meaning there
No.
was more than one cook in that kitchen than Dr.
Mm.
Dre. So fair point. Shout out to Old Dog 93. But real quick, if you slept, make sure y'all check out that Marsha Ambrosius project because I slept because I didn't really like how it sounded when I first hit play. I ran it back about a week ago and that shit was fire. I was completely wrong about that. That shit sound good as hell. Might run it back after we get off this call, but so Dre still got it at least on that project. Just took years to make.
Nice.
Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate them comments, man. Put me on some, bro.
I put on this week a musician that I know, man. He put out a new album. It's called A Lot Has Happened. Dropped October 25th. It's on Spotify, iTunes. The name of the artist is Bedrooms. And it's kind of like some
What?
alternative vibe. Yeah, the name is Bedrooms. That's the name of the artist.
No,
It's
I'm
a
out.
singular dude. No,
I'm out.
I promise you, there's some stuff on here that you'll fuck
I
with. He
can't
got a
call no
song.
grown man bedrooms, bro. I can't do it. I'm a grown ass man,
Hey,
bro.
he got a song called with Asher Roth called It's Been a While. It's fire. But I think you'll like it. It's a couple things on here that you definitely would like from the alternative vibe. But it's called A Lot Has Happened, slash R&B, kind of like alternative slash hip hop type. But I think you'll fuck with it. There's some songs on here that I know for a fact that you will like. A Lot Has Happened by Bedrooms. What you doing, Bedrooms?
Nah, and the Grammy goes to bedrooms? No, bro. Nah.
I gotta ask him. I gotta ask him why that's his name.
With all due
Because I
respect,
don't know. Yeah,
that's a
I
turn
do
off.
gotta
I'm not
ask.
even gonna hold you. I'm gonna check it out though, respectfully.
Yeah, check it out. I feel like you'll like it.
I put on Paramount Plus season 2 of Lioness. Nigga, first 2 episodes
That's out, ain't it?
cooking.
Oh shit. Our girl
Woo.
ain't there. Our girl not in there though, right?
Yeah, she in there. You talking about Zoe or
I,
the other one?
yeah, I thought she quit.
The other one not in there. Zoe in there though.
Zoe is who I'm talking about.
Yeah, she
I
in
thought
there.
she wasn't coming back. She came back.
Yeah, she's shaking it too.
Oh man.
Nigga, the writing is exquisite. I fucks with that shit, bro. Shout out to my guy
I may
Bird. He
start
put me
that.
on.
I may start that tonight.
Fire.
Shout out to Bird, man. Try to get in and get a cut, man. He dubbed me real quick. That nigga dubbed me super strong when I was in the Ville this weekend. Nah, I said, nah, bro. I don't even do the last minute. Can you cut me's no more? Shout out to Bird, man. I respect it.
Oh shit.
I respect the shit out of that. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, hey man, fuck with your boy. My put off though is T.I. doing the stand up. Don't go to the T.I. stand up.
Now you
Not
hate
yet. Give it time.
Now you're hating.
Nah,
You
just give it
said it
time.
wasn't like.
Give it
I
time.
feel like it could be funny to some people though. No,
Nah, bro. No.
that's hate.
He announced he got 2 albums from the drop though. He gonna drop 2 at the same time. Oh, I don't know about the same time,
King
but
is
his last
dead.
2. Kiss the King and Kill the King.
It's too much. Like, bruh. Bro, you got the 70 million from whatchamacallit girls, man. Just stop, man. Just do the one album. Like, it's too much, bro. Like, we don't need that. Like, well, I don't need Kiss the King and Kill the King, bro.
Nah, we don't.
This is a T.I. fan saying this, bro. Like, I fuck with you. You're my favorite rapper ever. I still don't need Kiss the King and Kill the King, bro.
We don't need that.
Yeah,
we need 15 tracks on that Kill the King, bro.
And we good. I
Max.
promise you we good, bro. That's it. That's all we need, my nigga. God damn. Nigga can't stop. Jesus. You just told us last week you wasn't doing no more shows, bro. Jeez.
Now you got the double disc.
Now you got the double album coming out. Like, stop, my nigga. Jeez.
T.I. hear us out, man. 13 to 15 tracks, man. Bro, make it like on some Black Album shit, bro. Walk off in the sunset.
Listen, man, you've done your thing, man. This is your Jordan shot over Byron Russell, bro. Like, don't come back and play for the Wizards, nigga. We don't need that other album. I'm telling you that now. You ain't even started working on them yet. I know these are just concepts, nigga. I know it sounds good in your head and everybody around you has been like, hey, yeah, that'd be dope. Like, no, nigga, it won't. Just do that Kill the King and we good. I promise you, we're good. That's it. That's like signed, sealed, delivered, my nigga. That's the last act that we need from Clifford Harris, TIP. Like, that's it, bro. Stop. Please listen. Please.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, man, speaking of Signs He'll Delivered, I saw Stevie Wonder the other week too. I mean,
Man, I seen a lot of people went to that concert. How was it?
it was good, man. He killed it. He had to let story. He was telling. He be talking in between. He funny as hell, dude. Stevie Wonder, funny
Really?
motherfucker. Yeah.
Is it somebody else or is it Stevie Wonder for real?
No,
Do they got a body double up for that nigga?
and he can't see either.
I don't believe
Put that out. Put that to rest.
Did he trip over something or something?
Now, Stevie Wonder tripping over something in front of 40,000 people would be crazy.
Oh, that confirms it. He can't see.
Hey,
I've been skeptical this long, but the nigga fell down the steps.
that'd be tragic.
Oh my God.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Let us know in the comments what you think about that Killer Mike Dave Chappelle joint tour. Are you pulling up to that or are you skipping it like me? And did RZA make any sense whatsoever with his Kendrick and Drake take? 1 to 10, man. What y'all looking forward to with that Snoop and Drake? Give us a grade. YouTube.com/OnDeckTV show. Follow us on Instagram at I am Spike Lou, Animal_Brown. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's it, man. We appreciate y'all tapping into us. We out.
Yes, sir.